yeah, I mean, as an introduction, when I was still a PhD student and teaching at the same time a first semester course in Aachen on introduction to history. What I liked very much was going places and doing, for example, excursions in nature. For example, you might know the Hoge Venen, the high moors, not far from Maastricht, Belgian side. So I took them on a trip to the high moors and made them discover landscape as an historical source. And you could read the landscape and see that it is man-made. You could see the traces of different kind of economic activities, of political activities, you find sources of border stones. You see trees that only came with the Prussian administration and wasn't there before. So really wandering through landscape makes you discover that this is a historical source, and of course you grasp it in a very different way when walking there than reading an article about it. Another example, one of my favorite courses I did was on the history of eating and drinking. So I've been following myself when I was in France, courses of Jean-Louis Flandrin, who was maybe at that time the Pope of history of alimentation and eating and drinking. And so I made students go to archives to find old recipes. And then at the end of the seminar, of course, everybody had to cook and to present his or her recipe. And this really, still I hear this from old students, was their favorite course, because they understood that basically eating and drinking is what historians call a fait total. You can think about the religious dimension of food, the economic dimension, the technological conservation, whatever, the preparation of food. You have the cultural, the social dimension. So everything can be historicized in a very complex fashion by thinking of eating and drinking. And so by combining the theory with the practice, that leaves really then a much stronger impression on students than just discussing it in a theoretical way. So these are just two other examples of where the senses are really important.